So these are the people coming into Ken Ofori Atta's house. This is in Cantonment. They are walking in the alleyway. And this is the man coming in. We sped it up. That's not how he walks. Now, this is how he walks. Richard Jakpa is the one we are talking about. He's the one who was being prosecuted with case Latufosen on the ambulance. The one who got 750,000 euro of taxpayers' money. And then eventually the Court of Appeal said he's done nothing wrong and no problem about that. So this is Richard Jakpa. The car number is a VX. Is it VX or VA? It doesn't look like a national security number, but we don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. This pickup followed, and the national security operatives, as you can see them, are also coming. The soldiers are coming in now. Military people. Now, when you look at these soldiers, you can tell what their unit is in the Ghana Armed Forces based on how they are dressed. You see the thing on their biceps, on the side of their biceps, if you look at it, it tells their unit. So no senior military officer will, there you see. All of the things on his body shows his unit. If he's 64 infantry, it will show. If he has a lanyard, it's recce, it will show. Everything will show. So nobody can look at this and say they don't know where the soldiers are coming from. Dr. Manibuama clearly will know where the soldiers are coming from. He can find their names. So this is still in front of Ken Ofori Atta's house. I don't know what the saloon car in your shot is doing, but here the Ofori Atta gate is open. The green gate is open. The car comes in with the security light. Richard Jakpa is talking to the men in the house. He's probably telling them that I have come to conduct a search. Where is your boss? He's running away from trouble. We have come to catch him. This is the Prado. Look at all the soldiers over there. The Prado now takes a firm position, and one of them goes to the front to bring something. So he's looking at something in the car. What is he going to bring? The other one also comes to the car, and they are talking to the driver. It's not clear whether the driver is in military uniform. Now, the one beckons, he goes to the back seat, takes something, comes out. Now he goes to the back seat again. Richard Jakpa follows him. This is the catch. He hands over a fire weapon, a side arm to Richard Jakpa. So Jakpa talks to, I think, is he putting ammunition in the thing? Jakpa loads the gun. He's loaded it. He puts it in his back pocket. And then now he goes into that's a military man there from National Security with Richard Jakpa, who handed over the gun to Richard Jakpa. All of this must be thoroughly investigated by any other investigative body. So this is back inside Ken Ofori Atta's house. The wooden stairs is what they do. They take the wooden stairs up. Richard Jakpa now shows up with them. They lead him into the house. He comes in. He turns to his left. He's videoing Ken Ofori Atta's home with his phone. So everything in Ken Ofori Atta's home has been videoed onto Richard Jakpa's phone. Somebody who is not a soldier, he's not a police. Is he a member of national security? In what capacity? What is this that is happening in Ghana? So he walks, I like the rag. The rag that is at the place, the living area. I kind of like it. It's not bad. So Richard Jakpa goes in there, walks around the living area. He turns out, and then now he looks up around. He's going to beckon the national security guy, is he? To go back and look at something, or he's done that already. No, he calls him, yes. He calls the national security guy whilst he's still videoing with his phone for the security guy to go and check something. And you wonder what, okay, the guy looks like he's checked everything. So.
Wait. I said, you know, them come to my my friend Kojas do a corrupt papa my bay press conference. Number soon, number bo anqua no marca. Me, me to me, Jobia. Special prosecutor. Look, Monka to great special prosecutor said, Ejuman, oh, so. Ejuman, oh, yen, oh, so. Na enya chiwa de na enya ferry so say ye de adwuma ma na wonhu so na wa be resign enya ferry oh hwe ye wo mam ha say na special prosecutor be ka kire say Cecilia Dapa ma mi Cecilia Dapa ne so kromfo wo hu bi da na ma mi say ko ye ba ye makosi sesika makoye sei makoye den egowie sen egowie sen Accusation, special prosecutor. Special prosecutor, how person would say? Enray, I will be how yes, our press conference. And now who say Ken Ofori Atta, where the Ghana Bonnie? Is that what you are saying? Say Ken Ofori Atta, where the Ghana Bonnie? Special prosecutor. Also, Tinra, no, Wednesday on. Tinra Wednesday. And a special prosecutor who say Ken Ofori Atta why Ghana Bonia ebi mada. Kwajo mongogre offense fugitive. One fugitive mongogre mame. Special prosecutor special prosecutor, eh? Say when you brepass empire mo adwuma say we special prosecutor, over prosecuting Kofwa. There are few questions you need to answer. Say na be Ghana for be for serious. Na the end the o tunte adwuma no hu so. Hu so adwuma no ntimi nye. Special prosecutor den na La Bianca case went me near Chilankwankudwase. What happened in that La Bianca case? We want to know. Ghanaians deserve to know that. Catch and they see it was a La Bianca case done also we investigation. And they see him you. Sicily that case na eren na gu when mase. Dey na special prosecutor save Ghana football for be ma document extra corruption e cause Ghana Football Association. Den na ebesin ne enne enna no pay me no wo kasa yi. Untimi acknowledge impo say save Ghana football for a petition about Ghana Football Association. Edien they see here, edien na wo ho a ketokreku de on person be investigating no. Let Ghanaians know. Die na wo ho a ketokreku de wo special prosecutor on person be investigating no. Case no opeke no wa chusu. Opeke no wa chusu. Opeke no wa chusu. O ka say say the special prosecutor ho. Say special prosecutor. O say o investigate Ken Ofori Atta on the cathedral SML and the bibika ho cathedral mreya yetu ye eyene ejapade asemo awo kan say ejapade we den e na wo say ejapade we sim ECG ayede be sa niam ya wo kan nyina Ofori Atta ya na president akufo-addo mpese obe change no eja ode amememfe yes me yi na free ho na kono ogina kwanti Accra say bro 1 year ode amina ramba mro endu 1 year nti afi ansa na wahu say Ken Ofori Atta wa ye niema esese wo hwehwe no anya bia wo a special prosecutor ye bisa wo say efri da ben na wo na wo be ye doctor organa ha wo na wo kire time obi hu ato no I mean ya mo ma hem for politics in say o man no ora kisi ajaben me pese me bisa wa no pay say anya bia Ken Ofori Atta on sure let them know say or yare no hospital. Is that also not allowed in law? If you da ben na wo na wo ba be doctor and na wo kire da obi yare and da obi hu ato no. Fi da ben cathedral afi ansan wo hu say Ken Ofori Atta bogana ka. Afi ansan wo hu say GRE o makwa ko sign contract. Afi no hu say japade bibi wo ho. Afi no hu say ECG e wo deal wo ho. Look, spare us all these things. Spare us. Oh, special prosecutor no abe organize press conference no abe show TV so no oko bisa ho pa say e free say wo be special prosecutor adwuma Ghana de share wonsa enema ye de ama wo se fa ye adwuma e ka ya bo wo ho ene mfaso Ghana enya free so just suppose it ni ehunu hey me say that me call special prosecutor office and am say hey am avoid to me kroma president crowd office enya serious sir president mbo office enye serious ha police for wa ha soldier for wa ha let me say adan kanda ha cry ye be we oh radical Christ look Ken Ofori Atta or the problem Ken Ofori Atta nya ye fence any usem say and anya suma sem say Ken Ofori Atta de ni hu ahi pa e wokruma ni hu ahi obia nim say Ken Ofori Atta na dwuma wo ye de anso ani ba mo amu tre na nyame dom mo na mutimi sua amra no munnim yie se sebe mra no mu no wudifo mpo wudifo de court class we wudini no emra ne se mane kwan na onfa lawyer of onwane choice no magina ontwitwa nye no so onya sika mfa lawyer oman no man lawyer meboa enye sa na momra ne kire mo ti de no a obegina ho yin faso be ne wo so de no a obegina ho a we special prosecutor faso be ne wo so so we serious don't pick.
Allegations are slapping their cringing brows right now as we speak. Ken Ofori Atta collapsed the economy, and anytime we agitated, he quoted 2 Bible verses, and all of us being so religious yet not spiritual will keep quiet because this is a man who believes in the Bible. I am so excited that the Mahama government is going raw with all these guys. I'm glad Ken Ofori Atta is going to answer finally. My brother, these were the vampires of our economy. They had money coming in anytime they borrowed on the heads of the Ghanaian people. Under the weight of debt, Ken Ofori Atta and his people succeeded in pushing a lot into early graves. Poverty, so rife in this country. They continue to borrow and borrow and borrow and borrow. If this was in the days of Rawlings, some of these people would go through kangaroo courts and have bullets very, very comfortably lodged in their brains. If this was in 1979, a lot of these people would be castrated, including Nana Akufo-Addo. There is no way Ken Ofori Atta would have to answer for corruption if Nana Addo is not part of it. After all, when everybody was crying that the man was inefficient and for that matter should be kicked out, Nana Addo decided to promote him under pressure. Therefore, whatever lashes he's supposed to get, Nana Addo should be part of this. It doesn't matter how old. Even if Nana Addo is 170 million years, he still can be flogged. After all, corruption has no excuse. I congratulate the OSP. Run after this and deal with it. As for Ken Ofori Atta not returning to this country, my brother, don't let it be an excuse. He's in America. Trump is very happy to return him here anytime. One of the things I like about Trump, just write a letter to the American people and tell them that there's a corrupt individual that you're running after. Trump will put him in a private jet, deliver him signed and sealed to you in good condition. I want to see some of these people suffer for what they did to the ordinary Ghanaian. But as we are running after the big weeks, let us not forget about this other lady who ran out also on the same allegation of corruption. She ran out and she said she was going to a hospital to treat her sickness, also in America. Do we all remember who I'm talking about? The Maslock lady. Let's not forget all this. Nana Akufo-Addo's government promised that the lady will be brought back into the country to be trialed. They were just lying to Ghanaians. Such
what now? Edi asamano. Ese charge maame no. Se maame no go tue sika bi mpatwa mboa. Sabre no, or that power. And I know what they call court, my court, no, or the maame say, okay, say any there, to that amount. The patron here for junior no pay you. And also so, hey, fanfare, okay, for the camera, a face. Yawa was our baby himself. Professor Fremont Boating. Wa arresting. And now one money be. Ah, yeah, kwa how free. Afei, enti, when you na nesika komu. When you na nesika kom. Adanya, what declare Charles BC wanted Adanya for a 20,000 Ghana cedis alleged bribe. And then so one na no so akogu. Emre bi yani chairman general of the NDC. You were saying ketia di nkomo. Wo ma appointed you know. Wo ma appointed Yera Martinami the special prosecutor no. Mo dey assembly oga oh say ontimi nchi akokoba mpu ampa ma nchi akokoba ena Martinami mi do e dey start epistles no the way yaba no the way yaba no the afa afin mame emrai Yera Ken Ofori Atta the issue no enye me masem. But since when? And a special prosecutor whom say, Sanyema Weyakos. At this time, and I choose to strike. And now special prosecutor by yes, sir, in the no. Or by any press conference in the no. But more sharp, more body language, more video na monsan korefe. Or by ye no, a children letters by say, what can say wamra? Na ne lawyers tro brew say papa no wan tiapo na wan tiapo no kora adanse a ewo ho ewo US enie hospital awowo hospital no kura krata wa mo atworo e de abanie enteje wo say they say so onye US for no ena mbani enipa bi busa say enyambia watimi afre wo mo ana wo say there bi enipa bi busa say konja fo bi mu a call ye no wo kan wo press conference no say wonnim wo mo no wo say wonnim wo mo wo say emfiri wa hwe ye ene call ye per the press conference no you say wonnim wo mo so ase wonnim wo mo what ye fre wo mo say wo mo din de membo warrow me hey o man ya ye chekire no enye ba akofo de o tom mampani dada akufo-addo samse se wo tro biography ana memoir bia me gidi se ade ba ko a wodi be hyemu pa ne se for creating that office yo na hu matia mi dumobo edi matia mi dubaye efre chire wo ofre mother serpent of corruption aba kesi ben ena kisi ajaben asomu a wawie o Ghana hada ni no declare wanted kesi ben eti ebere ben na ohun se Ken Ofori Atta hwan di waye ana reason bitato menya mo amutu mampanifo no because me hwe issues ye dey establish office of the special prosecutor na it said the posifo di hu dwuma eye bibia when the person has not been investigated and charged with sebia waye ABCD before a court near the court no na our lawyers to respond on his behalf no ye declare wanted to say. And I wanted no minim the law establishing the special prosecutor no so a friend na wa ma utim declare wanted and I guess we court hwe o kai say or the ni peck of far ma Mrs. Liada Paisika and a court no order say Farisika mano mo kai say o freezing account no na etiefo me twem adwene agina eniema bi so eba owura kisi ajaben eba vetting committee no mahama ayarega busa ne say people have issues with his age and fear what dia occupies her office no one more issues with it and na yewa kisi ajaben so yi ano say what is any public kasa ya na ye ne sere now the reason te ya ne sere ne say one more members of parliament to be watch law school. So maturity there is not about age. But Papa Kisiye Jabin Bedi Adie and some Abba and the way he treats it, you know. Maya mama second thought. Says a position ye bemana hopa Debbie ye mobia kohwa. Ye mobi ti se kwa no usu aduomi. For qualified there when you need one family commissar soldier for now a call a one
wherefore me na me catch up me say omo ya ma wherefore wo ma mbasa Ghana ye die o na ya me kra ya say me ye campaign 2016 ma omo esa di san kwase asem no ye campaign ma omo 2020 that time no it is only the fool who doesn't change his mind. Mpenise kwase apɛ ne nsesa na dwen eti hwade o National Cathedral me soa cement Soloni Godwin ne GH boy omuso omudi kia achi 100 bucks me so one omuso di 99 achi na ye de koy den tra ye say ye mfa ban sika ketekete mpo enkowuram eti bi dimirika because me Pentecost chairman opoko nyina on the dia nimu me pese me chairman nim begu ase eti chairman opoko nyina yi enye sa me tan wo
But so what dream put is a metawan family. Because I know no bobo me tight no man kotua. And I'm from home, me catch your plane. Meantime, but what didn't say metawan, me fa ho ba ko pempo. I'm being real and frank. I didn't see him far by sika no. Yasasa Ghana sika $58 million. And ye would Pentecost Yesi Convention Center, yan crab war and fi Israel ama. Poku ina ne see you he or ya adwuma wo. Wunima me catch your plane, papa no or ya adwuma as the chairman of the Church of Pentecost. Eti SSA, ye invite you poku ina. Ni ya didn't trust that the organ a hen wo TV so. Say ye dying and a sika way ya spendi as penny na woda National Cathedral no na adwuma no enti bi enduru ba bia $58 million. Ano mahama fa Pentecost ne to nchen fro poku ina. Ye here sika. So poku ina ba no se da bi sika na ma me ho. Munko bi sase besi a ne ye ko hwe no. Monfra sofo kusibuate. Ono so de me ko court every before the over 69 court cases. Edu ba bi na fe naturally ma me kan sam kiro. Company we mu lawyer na bambu yi. Hwene mpanifoni na o ma bremi. I am the only grandchild who understood, excuse my French, the stupidity of the presidency. All other senior journalists were quiet in this country. And now I'm patch time and so ubedem. Eti yek me ka Ken Ofori Atta asem no. Enko fadwen ye o me se na me tan papa no. Ebusua na me ntan no. Data bank enye mama me dia. When na bi ye. Eti ubeti ante se o Ken Ofori Atta data bank ye ne dia. Dem o se de adwuma no onka ho mpanifo adwuma ne hye wonsa no enka ho. Anya bia odidi wom. Aya data bank for etuanka. Yamane bibi ana. If the answer is yes, they are. The interest in the sense of your finance minister. Na Ghana Bobisia a ho nefa. Near 10% Emma Bank no. I am not dream say Jimmy. Hey? I am Kofi say Jimmy. Emrana ye your Ghana have friend in law. That is why sometimes I told a friend lawyer that not all that are legal are right, and not all that are right are legal. Na yetimi abobisia bonds are you raising 13.5 billion. Hey, $13.5 billion. What a cash, man. Maybe you got a man penny now, mommy $10 billion. Memo 25.
Declared a suspect. There's a charge on his head. Into as a Ghanaian, no unu be also the Munadeniba. Now handing over to police because this is what the OSP is saying. Say the free Neko Ken Ofori Atta do that. So they have established that he has questions to answer. Questions also bother on criminal issues. Matiami do to na de bia na Matiami do complain. He say, "Yeah, man, the crime on your juma." Before claims that Omama no acquire so on your juma, but Matiami do is clear. He said they didn't give him the opportunity to work independently. To the point that I do baby, because Matiami do say, "You to me, but if you are matching." Telling him and Crawford on dropping charges against them. And he said, the same thing. No, Office of Special Prosecutor because see, the Office of Special Prosecutor and to me, prosecute even one single case. I want a problem. No, oh, Ken Ofori Atta case. Obia can be man of crampo and Obia put that nobody owes him any kebimami because see. Clearly, before Tia Konyaso and His Excellency Nana Akufo-addo, there were things that Ken Ofori Atta he became so unpopular, and people within MPP, including UG, Subi MP, they told the president to that point, I'm going to throw a letter petition seeking audience with the president. Ken Ofori Atta, the president didn't listen. And to the end, Ken Ofori Atta and then. Even beyond the question of whether there is merit in the prima facie case established by a Office of Special Prosecutor or not, to me, no sympathy be Ken Ofori Atta because of how he handled himself in office. It is very difficult for the ordinary Ghanaian to have sympathy for him. Wow, baby say it's as much as the questions I was raising on Facebook is relevant. Say that the Office of Special Prosecutor prefer charges no. That no evidence no. And I pay evidence but I say man no evidence about man man prosecute because you see if you take a cue from Cecilia Dapa case now say there's a question to be answered. President judge my many resignation letter and I say I have confidence in you, say you will not have any issue. You have prejudiced the case because you're president, you should be an independent person. From 2008, 2012, 2016, what the year campaign say let us establish an office of special prosecutor. Now, the special prosecutor, and the office of special prosecutor and investigation. Only a human, then you are preempting. You are judging the outcome of the case. Say me what did you say? Office of special prosecutor no investigation you will come out without any blemish. You are that is what say office of special prosecutor and baby or investigation on Francosi. This is where the problem is. Even the average Ghanaian obi ehun Ken Ofori Atta mobo. And then each arrest and not say center and they will say a police for because the constitution anymore. Police support they want the power to search. Ghana police service they have the power to search, but then the military for and they call search. Why? Let me show a video way. Military for her, these are military officers. Soldier for penny for omo search Ken Ofori Atta fee. Soldier for and they call search Ken Ofori Atta fee. What happened to the police? It is I said 20 police report to me, Yana. Could the police not do it? But again, about the point and I make an say. NPP, particularly Ken Ofori Atta, and this is Papaya NPP for dinner. I will call Jakpa. Baby no cry. Japan in the lawyer for was saying, say, Attorney General wanted to cook and throw against accusations. Japan, or leading police or a soldier for no, and no more Ken Ofori Atta for you. And just say, even legitimate questions say the soldiers should not have been involved in this matter. This matter should have been left to a police for because Ken Ofori Atta, any Nanado, any Nabusia for any the people were in government. Oh my ya, Momoa Babe he. This is what happens. So, oh my ya, Momoa Babe he. This is Jakpa. It's Japan on ho Ken Ofori Atta the living room no, and all cost Romo Korea. Seniama or what? Not just somebody about. This is where Ghana, it's good to say. There's maybe when about to work here. There's a tit for tat to be going on. One of the mistakes on my penny assassinating another former president, Nanado, oh yeah, when he was in government, is this. Ken Ofori Atta there. What that's the obi attack your man. Before the case, Uncle Dia Unconi, Gawen Gagana fire. One year so I could this guy, 1 year body, Mimiti and Bobby, I don't care. I might got a contract to be enemy because if you look at what is going on now. And Ofori Atta and Kwan and Waka. Yeah, Dr. Mustafa Hamid so also OSPC or investigating for a 1.3 billion Ghana cedis embezzlement. National Petroleum Authority. But my point is that Uncle Dia, Uncone. More Yabomudin, Yabomudi. If you are not close to any money, nobody will mention your name. Nobody has mentioned my name. And then people are buying by and comfort also. So other particular people are being mentioned. But any questions now, let me boost a special prosecutor and very relevant. Say na do mo amano no what evidence thing against Ken Ofori Atta. And no amano anya adwuma. E was so you bold no or expose you more. You should be bold to expose them. Beyond what he had told us previously. Also can say I have this evidence. I tried to prosecute Ken Ofori Atta and Nkofo way now. They didn't allow me. He must be bold. Say to me anyhow and later on. Before the free power, and no information weighing in answer, and also shows that MPP was sitting on evidence. He must also tell us. So what I say, and there are legitimate questions, still questions that are relevant that we have to ask, and we need the answers from OSP because OSP no be say now OSP need admire. Yes, OSP no works for Ghana taxpayers. He works for us. Ye your taxes can only edit your OSP nika. And OSP na dia oye na ye Ghana adwuma na oye. Because Ghana want to see the baby, I was here. But you see, when the thing becomes like a political undertones, because I know Tia George Dapa, our parliament, or say, before you NB, or say before you NB, or more fear, the woman the police is funny at their money back already 6 years. Now, Colano Popo Bribria Checheno. What Chessa and Pedro Bank, and you ever cost why you say tit for tat. Whereby I know as we are because the MPP and this year, it would be why I didn't want to be. From what you make case, all the way to the special prosecutor. One city from Obiada. We make political masquerade, chaos out of it, but we never get anything. Both sides are culpable. The cases are all court almost nearing completion. Discontinue cases. Why? If indeed the target is that you're gonna see why are we discontinuing the case? When we now count an MPs 80 no true letter come at president at the time, and another say you need panic free not tension reform. Of course, Oman Penin and at the time, former president akufo-addo went here. Nina no, in America, so unkudia unkone. So, like, if you judge from the general sentiment of Ghanaians, people have even prosecuted him. Ken Ofori Atta, the court of public opinion, even before crime, a charge no crime about no why do Ghana no way no crime. Why? Because see, why me can't say jaya unyai, asasia by unti jai. So as much as the NDC, we see, we even have to get closure. Say the tit for tat name why me say from what you made time all the way to today. Cases no political cases one city. They said prosecution. President Akufo-Addo and Oman pardon so for coming pardon we are. When he came out, he even sued. He sued on the constitutionality of such charge. No, quite no, the board no. And there's people constructed that. So no, does not meet the qualification of an offense, so called in the constitution, because offense or constitution, you must establish a such was an offense. Yet, you create offense is in vacuum. Ebina kosu from Chatrika to Woyo Meo Besine, Ghana government yenya one CDBM politics and obi person there. Scoring political points. Case here work out Europe need Uncle Siaga. How long Ghana because when the youth here Juma. In fact, Sika, Office of Special Prosecutor AK, against Kaketwa. Up at the pay. Where is that money going? And Kabama bet to me the first year university education yet anyway. And can collect school year and Papa Comunion and they say a one gari no moody crack. But we do too much politics with serious issues like this. Obia person discuss political points in the first year. What made the ever as MP before from year did MP left power. We didn't get closure in the Woyome case. Not closure in the Woyome case. And Pedro saying into the coffee and democracy libino. I get to score cheap political points and I said and now the other pretending that we are prosecuting people.
And people have said that the suspect need not say anything and blah blah. Of course, nobody is inviting Mr. Ofori Atta because we are now coming to take his statement to investigate. No, we are telling you that we have come out and we said you're a suspect because we have done our investigations and we are convinced that you have a matter to answer. It is your right. You can even come to the police station and say, I don't have anything to say. But of course, we must still take you through the process. We must still take the things we want to take.
No, what Ghanaians are simply asking is some amount of fairness in treating people in a certain station in life. The same approach to Professor Frimpong Boateng, and people were unhappy about it. Okay, and the OSP said that he doesn't consecrate saints. And so if Ghanaians believe that Professor Frimpong Boateng is some saints, they will not treat him as one. The same approach here, and people are complaining. Just exercise some fairness in treating them. Is that too much to ask for a person of the stature of Ken Ofori Atta, Sami? And you have dealt with him in a period of less than 20 days.
It's not too much. But the people who argue that way are missing the point, because the point is not about fairness. If it's about fairness, we have been very fair. That is why we wrote to him. Not being fair is rather having somebody bring you down when he has not even had a correspondence with you. Mind you, some people have even suggested that we could have stopped him from traveling. And we have said that, on what basis do you want to stop somebody from traveling? Every Ghanaian is free to travel for medical treatment, whether in Ghana or abroad. In the same way, when a law enforcement demands your attendance, you are not going to say that it may inconvenience you, and so you are not able to come. But you have to then prove to us why you are not able to come. Are you so sick that you cannot fly? Or the issue has to do with the inconvenience of your originally planned schedule? That is the whole matter. We are saying that once you are able to give us cogent reasons, we will give you that opportunity. And we have done so to other people who are ordinary Ghanaians and not even people who are elites, as you have said. There is no cause for alarm. I think that the tag of being declared wanted is what is worrying people. How is a person declared wanted? You are declared wanted because there will be an arrest warrant because we are not finding you, and you are declared wanted.
But there are damning consequences to that. There are damning consequences to that for people who have spent years building their reputation, getting all the education they can get and building themselves up professionally. This damages them. You must agree that this damages them.
Of course, it may damage you, but the point is that the OSP has not said that he's guilty of anything. The OSP has said that he's a key suspect in a number of investigations it has conducted.
What do you lose? What do you lose if you say we are investigating him, we understand he's somewhere else, but we are not going to take that? What do you lose? Do you have to declare him wanted and a fugitive from justice?
Yes, we have to do that because that's the legal procedure you have to go through, because when we do that, it means that we are now prepared to bring you down. And to be able to bring you back to the country, we need to go through certain legal processes.
It's been argued by a number of lawyers, senior and former attorneys generals, that you could proceed without him. So what's the big deal?
It's not true. Sometimes some things even baffle me when we say such things. Remember that we need to complete the preliminary processes at the police station. If we had finished with that and he had been charged, we could proceed without him. But
in criminal process, we hear that somebody is at large. They are tried in absentia. Is that not the same thing?
When we say a person is at large during trial, it usually means that everything has been done and filed and that the person is not attending to the court. At this stage, there are certain processes we need to take. Some people have even suggested that we should go and do it where he is. And I was even surprised that some sympathizers had even said that he's in UK, right? That was telling me that they didn't really know maybe where he was. But how do you go to a foreign land and begin to do investigations and all that? It's not done.
Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. The Kwakuka first, no, and then I Ken Ofori Atta. Yeah, and then I Ken Ofori Atta. Nyame adoma ene ekire nwumre ana chanopa ana homachi yenim die OSP ede ne nsemfo no ebekọ ne so yenim ni Richard Jakpa ebekọ to ahye ne so anajo. Of course yenim die sankofo a wo se national security fu do mo yanam ho no yenim de anajo wo mbeye enu ntin ye ka bi no na OSP kwaku wo muadie wo akise jaben umuadie and we arrogant. Adibia wo ye bia no self-serving. Wono what you say? Me can say can na akufo-addo. Before be fra ban mu no. E kasa at the office of the special prosecutor no. E wo ngu no. Because kwaku ye ka institution ama ya boka wo mamu a ye nya asomfa so ba kokora and the office of the special prosecutor. Matra me duntimi nka nkyere ye the time if I saw your money nya wo so fa so bia ma say jabe so timi nka nkyere the time if I saw nya wo so the time what if I saw be nya wo so and say of course the arrest I have say there's a no a wanya nye no ranka Ken Ofori Atta mamu a no issue statement the special prosecutor has arrested former do you think say causing the arrest of somebody is an achievement? A useless entity. OSP. A very useless entity. Ghana nya so mfa so bia. Waku yana yoko we. Yoko fo betimi aye. Omo de lesbecho enema sika o mare cover ma o man no. Yoko betimi a kire ene ya me no kase. E wo ho. But OSP apart from the fact say the court. Waku, not a single successful prosecution, not a single one.
No, there are some court to who file it. This is a court to no to us. I'm not training.
Court no as I the court
now. Now, the court nothing.
In
the case of Jakpa,
nobody the court attempt, but no back consumer they know what can say. You see, that was very infantile statement from Kisejabing. Nanyan send him say lawyer will check criminal law. Yeah, will be a Kisejabing action a dear the bia minimi bia say Kisejabing a good lecturer. Criminal law bia say what charge the kama. Even when he was tea, ubiere him say no wabing. Bakwaku lawyer Penimoti sell press conference say what down for lawyer B e kachira wo say wo no what tie kwase asem tio e kwase asem complete say wo Kisejabing what down for lawyer B say what say judge B ka say wo Kisejabing no wo di asem ba on begbo agu what down for lawyer no enye wala tie you
ono so ote obi na
kama ne tie
yes
the criminal law lecturer will believe this stupidity and come not be their press conference can say Ghana say ye nim nyansenti ye nye sa won kwasasem ni ndi ade Kisejabing ye kwaku areho enra na mpesa be frɛ Gabi ba mijaye. I'm wondering what Gabi Asarwachedako is going through now. Me no saying minim
he's enjoying the fruit of his labor.
Minim so afeda na akufo-addo akasibe de me pawocha wo dia. I don't know. I'm wondering what he's going through.
Oh, he's enjoying the fruit of his labor.
Che kwaku.
You see, and sir Ken Ofori Atta status Kisejabing dia man nene. Say we declare as fugitive no. Or the good or nina na akufo-addo na busua nyina ni mo ase.
The
intended
yes, washada.
JB danko busua ndi wa condemn ni.
Wakuno.
Agu omunyi or the agu abusua nyina ni mo ase.
Wakuno. Now you see, media me some go first statement no, they have to sue Kisejabing. Yes. They have to sue him
because but no odi asama me lawyers lawyers ni say ye nipa ne yare. Ba ye wo ha opeso bisa na se bia na wo de fa questions no maye ye ne be din komo ye be respond ko se ne ho beto no a obeba sa nipa say no wotimi declare ne say oye fugitive ana
jawo boy sisi ye you see Kisejabing me hu say President Mahama and the busuafo no a special breed of people.
Yes,
wo odomapan
e wo Mahama
President Mahama and the busuafo odomapan and na wo tan sonko e de ma e na akufo-addo o ma na adwuma no o tan sonko e ma no e na busuafo e di pa ye declare the fugitive
e fugitive
e di pa
brofo ye moduro
da bi o ba ko no Mahama mia no
Mahama
yeah Matamidu
to Interpol red alert
Joma yes ye not to Interpol red alert say baby be hu bi ye nche ne mra wo what if I plane if I plane eko share wo bia ye pe na che no want me anche no
there be eni ni ko din komo
di e transfer say was wonka
there was onka
so was wonka dia eni ankofo so ka be bom ko share
yes
that's how 5-star hotel mo ko share ankofo so nim who paid for it eni me ko so
eni me exchange hands
plane na odi ko see e friend say Heathrow wo ma be fa no ko ankofo nim chauffeur driven ankofo nim it is one guy ankofo so owie ba ne asebra be kan
and obeclear
wa ba ne this can be no be top powder kama bebre
4 months to election
yes was it Mahama wa hefa was minie ba mi nkodware akasha ro de atwitwi ne ho wa bone pa kosi powder kama we was ba mention wo no wa ye fita as white as snow now by press conference friend is saying Ken Ofori Atta waku National Cathedral asem da be de ba enra
dabi
assembly asem enra ne ba
dabi
ne nyina ba sa de ye to aba wa hunu nyansa that time ne say ene say me tro krata say me kwache no wa hunu
na o man mu
ya no o man mu papa ina say no tu kwan just 22nd of this month 22nd January ana wo tro krata ko man say wo hwehwe no and was metu kwan in fact
chese Ken Ofori Atta pon hu pem nwanwa we say onya adwuma ma aban but all to kwan no ba ko chokrata koma
before handing over no
yes
chokrata koma ma me firme opare
and was a chokrata koma country for staff
because onum say nya dey bi e be kasi
yes and was say dia me ko baabi aha na me ko etimu hia me mo bi a mo kan kire me kwa dia bi sofu chaso wusu chaso wusu asana make come and am sofu kan hu ni
chaso minimum
sofu no ma na bi ni parents
ma ko minimum pa
chaso wusu ebra say John free mu yakopon fa de crazy and na OSP say John will chaso wusu din wom say what the name be agya no e say ni say enti no
amana say
forever eluti no wa fresh chaso wusu and wa fresh chaso wusu chas ko ho omukotro na numu asem ni ade no ko ne baby eti later na chaso wusu etu kwan na chaso e bo ko be di be na otwe miensa ba akwawe adwin bone woni tirim nti wonim wa hwe ko otese watu kwan a wa ba declare say we wanted eti chaso wusu no ankasa waku chaso wusu na ankasa tu ka eko kiseja be office me be ka atwo se mi tu kwan esamba hia be ebiat week we mu a na ka manya nkwara gabia de se kokota na mehu yewia na meko me ba be kramo waku chaso wuti ho esi wo kwa ha wo ba chaso wusu di ababe 6 hours yes my body no chaso wusu mo pa yan friend sisi kiseja bia ye ho say de wo ye supreme leader Ghana ye ne dia hwe momien kan check kiseja be say ade a wo ye no ade a wo ye no wo hyenkofo bufuo na ema wo bia hu say
odim Ken Ofori Atta ne lawyers also nyini so yare amoma ne doctor atro krata afia brochiri e dia brew ka kiro se onipa ne yare godon once there is a doctor once there is a hospital the location of Ken Ofori Atta is established
yes
say nipa ne ntimi ka so a fugitive na ugina hwendra o de mebebo press conference na kiro se onyi ni say sa yare a Ken Ofori Atta yare no yare a ontimi emma the jurisdiction
see me can chance to them say yankwasa can work can
only ni say yare a Ken Ofori Atta se wo yare no besi no kwan so ontimi magana
yare be ya
Adams Mahama
wonder na
yare bia nya no state na invite no omma ye na to interpret letter omma no otimi full plane the Ghana physical full plane ekohia no ewo hotel ma na ebe koso e ma asa the Ghana physical full plane buy e ma buy no be clear ne say onye eboni bia
who say keep information
yes
Ghanaians
yes
who said who can publicly say ya busa wa wonka because Ghana ya wodia wa fa yankwa
wonka say
kisaja be what dey say
fa na usia na wonka
na obi yare a wo timi nya kodo ka wo nyini say yare na wo yare no enya ensi no kwa montimi ma se na onyare a anka yede no kwa bruche so okasa no ya
o ka say o kan yare no
okay
da bi kwaku
o ka
so ya say ho mimi say
o nsusu say
waku mimi say meti hwen yare etimi me pa e cold
okay
cold eyamia waku just me ntimi mpie
obi a woni etimi
obi a wodi etimi no
na ba ko owri whiskey bottle ba ko kura nya ne hwe oboginis ba ko pene wa
na de ko what is here oh it's me kasi menya cold it yen hye na me bi ntimi ma me kasi cold so hey kwaku me say last bi ade bi ye me nsa be 4 years ago hey mi ko dware kekewo na me bi shower enso no gu me nsa so no ka mi kemu no ese de ka fa me nsa so
all right
ati eye nsamfo na kiseja be odie na ese e ka kire no
yes
say yare a wo
na wo na hwehwe yare wo biase
in the highest order
of course
say